first thing we're gonna do now is, again, hands. This gives you a really good chance to really just do another little layer just to make sure, okay? Everything is nice and coated. And again, this liquid on the bottom, I'm gonna show you, it's exactly what we want. Roasted vegetables, yes. If you've never had roasted vegetables before, it's just another cooking technique, but I love this form of cooking vegetables. We're gonna get them on a sheet pan, and the only thing you have to be concerned about, or that you wanna learn today, that I'm going to teach you, is the marinade that we're gonna make, that is gonna coat the vegetables, and then you need a little bit more time, okay? Because it's gonna be about 45 to 50 minutes in your oven, preheated to 400 degrees, okay? So if you're following along, you wanna do that right now. Get your oven to 400 degrees, get it preheated and ready to roll, and then we will start assembling our vegetables. Now, real quick, what the vegetables we're gonna be using today, I've got some zucchini, we've got some yellow squash, I have some peeled carrot, some whole mushroom, cauliflower, red pepper, broccoli, and some Brussels sprouts. Now, I'm gonna tell you, sounds like a lot, but when we're gonna get this on the sheet pan, we're gonna get in the oven, you will not believe how this comes out. Now, I want you to stick around towards the end of the video, because in this marinade that we're going to make, there is a secret ingredient that truly will separate this recipe against any other roasted vegetable recipes ever that you can find anywhere. This one little ingredient, stay tuned, this one little ingredient, I'm telling you, really just takes this recipe to a whole nother level. Ready to get started? Let's get it. Clash is in session. All right, so we're gonna first start with our broccoli. I got a good cutting board here. So what we wanna do with the broccoli is we just wanna get some florets. So we'll just cut off this stem here, place it down, and then the florets kind of all fall off by themselves, like so. And that's perfect. So we'll just get this little stem off here, and then we'll put the vegetables in here like so. Now let's get some cauliflower. Same thing, you're gonna get the stem off like that. Okay. And then we can just take the florets off. All right. Very simple. And want them just a little bit more than bite size. So just like about that size, just like that, okay? Now, put this aside. Now let's work on our Brussels sprouts here. All we're gonna do with these is just cut them in half. Very simple. And I want you to notice again my hands. I'm index finger, thumb on each side, knife in the middle, boom, just like that, okay? We don't like cutting ourselves here. Okay, say maybe 3 more should work out perfect. There we go. Now, let's go with the red pepper. I've already taken the seeds out of this, so we just have a nice plain red pepper. And for here, we're going to chop into kind of little squares here, just like that. Now you can also, I mean, honestly, if you wanted to do strips or something like that, if you wanted to do a different shape, have at it. This is what's so beautiful about making it yours, okay? Put that in there. Carrots. With the carrot, you just want to get off the end here. And then from here, I want to go in half and in half. Now, we want to make them all just about this size here, okay? So in the pan they go. Now with this one, we want to, again, thumb and index finger, cut it in half. So we get a flat side. Same here. Flat side. Okay. And then now we can just half and half. Okay. And that's probably good with the carrots. And we'll get our mushrooms, and these are really easy. People say they like to take paper towel and get the dirt off the mushrooms. I actually wash my mushrooms. It does not absorb all the water. People say, oh, your mushrooms will get waterlogged. That's kind of a cooking myth. I wash all my mushrooms and then just shake them, pat them dry, and they're always perfectly fine. So with these, we're just going to get probably into about quarters like so, okay? So down, down, down. This one can just be in half because it's a smaller one. So. There we go. Now we'll go with our zucchini and our squash. We'll start with the yellow squash first. Cut off the end. Cut off the other end. Thumb, index finger, all the way down. Flat spot, most important thing. We're gonna do it again. Another 1/2, another 1/2, and then now we'll just get little cubes, just like that. And I'm telling you, once you get your knife skills going, you'll be able to knock this out so quickly. And we'll probably just need one zucchini. Again, cut off the ends, cut off the ends. Get a flat side, down, flat. And with this, it's pretty small, so we can just go ahead and just boom, 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 and boom. There you go. So now we have all of our vegetables ready. This is the prep that you would do before you wanted to serve dinner that night, or in the afternoon, or in the morning when you started. That's the perfect part about this. So now we've got the prep done. When we come back, we're gonna make the marinade. We're gonna let these sit in the marinade. I would recommend at least an hour, okay? And then we put them on a sheet pan in our 400-degree oven for about 45 to 50 minutes. I can't wait to show you, and I can't wait to taste it. Be right back. All right, so we've got all our veggies in our bowl, sitting, resting nicely. We're just gonna let them be right now, and we're gonna make this amazing marinade. And remember I told you in the beginning of the video that I've got an incredible little secret ingredient we're gonna add to this marinade that is going to separate your roasted vegetables amongst, you can put it up against anybody's. I don't care who they are. I don't care how long they've been cooking. They'll taste yours and they'll be like, what did you do? And it'll all be because of this one little ingredient, but we'll get there in a second. The first thing we're gonna start off with is just some regular balsamic vinegar dressing, okay? Get this anywhere in the store, and we're gonna use a cup. All right, it's about the only thing I'm actually really gonna measure out. So we'll put a cup in, because that's like our base liquid, okay? So got that. And then here, I do a more or less eyeball everything from here. So we're gonna take some honey, about 2 tablespoons, like so. The same with some soy sauce. And the same for some teriyaki sauce. And now, as promised, I'm going to add something that is going to be like, I'm going to give you a warning. You can't freak out. Because I promise you, not only will you not be able to taste it, but you just won't be able to understand why your vegetables are now so delicious. And that's what we're going to be putting in, about a tablespoon of anchovy paste. Anchovy paste. Get this at your store. All stores carry it. Not many people know about it, but you know how you might love Caesar dressing? Well, you know why? Because of the anchovies. See, anchovies have what's called umami. It's what we classify as umami, which is recognized as the 5th taste, right? And it comes up in here, and then it rides up into your subconscious, and what happens is into your brain, and it makes you go, I want more, I want more, I want more. And that's what umami, there's umami vegetables, there's soy sauce actually has some umami in it, but anchovies have a tremendous amount of umami. And that's what's gonna keep people coming back and wondering, what is it that makes these so delicious? And now you know. So we're gonna take about 2 teaspoons of anchovy paste. And trust me, this is not gonna be like something you ate on a very, very bad pizza someplace in some city. Not at all, okay? This is a whole nother ballgame. So we're gonna just mix this all up like this. And then now, we will pour it all over our vegetables. And like I said, we wanna let this marinade, try to let this go for at least an hour, because you want these to really get nice and soaked in. And clean hands, okay? Or if you want to use gloves or whatever, or tongs, whatever, look, hands are tools, okay? I go there. So I just like to get this kind of all mixed up. And there's gonna be some extra liquid at the bottom, but I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with that, because that's gonna kind of be our barometer in the oven. I'll explain that in a second, but it's kind of a nice little trick I'll show you. So one of the ways I know it's getting all mixed up is if the cauliflower starts to change colors a little bit. That means the marinade's getting in there. See that? We like that. We like that. All right. Good to go. So we will let these sit, like I said, for about, okay, let me take that back. Minimum 30 minutes if you're really rushing it, okay? But try to go for an hour overnight. Woo, even better, all right? We'll be right back. I'll show you the next step. Okay, these have been sitting now for about 40 minutes. Okay, I thought that was plenty of time. So what we're gonna do now is just gonna pour this on our sheet pan. Remember I told you there's gonna be some extra juice at the bottom? You can see it right there. We like that, and I'm gonna show you why. The first thing we're gonna do now is, again, hands. This gives you a really good chance to really just do another little layer just to make sure, okay, that everything is nice and coated. And again, this liquid on the bottom, I'm gonna show you it's exactly what we want. And I'll explain in a second. So let me get my hands cleaned off here. And now at this time, we're gonna add some salt, kosher salt as we always use, and not a whole lot because we have the soy sauce, which has a lot of sodium in it, and the teriyaki as well, so not so much. Even the anchovy paste has a lot of sodium, so not so much. And then some black pepper. Okay, so sprinkle on top, and then some garlic powder, just like that. And boom, boom, boom. We're gonna take this, we're gonna put it to the oven, 400 degrees for about 40 to 50 minutes. You may wanna check it after about 20 minutes. You can take some tongs or a spatula and kind of move them around, okay? Because it's gonna start getting dark and brown on top and start getting really roasty, which is exactly what we want. Your home, warning, is going to smell amazing, okay? That I promise you. No doubt about it. And you know you're on the right track when you start to go, oh my goodness, this smells incredible, okay? Here's the deal about this extra juice. Reason I say it's a barometer is because when you open your oven up towards the end after maybe 30 minutes, this is gonna start to reduce down into kind of like a syrupy paste. That's exactly what we want, okay? And that'll give you an idea that you're just about there in the finished product, okay? So when this all starts to dry up into a nice little paste, like a syrup, then you know just about done. And then we'll take them out, we'll stir them again, we'll dish them up in a bowl, we'll have a taste. I cannot wait. All right, look at this. It's been 42 minutes to be totally exact. Look at, and see, remember I told you about that liquid? See how that's caramelized up? That's when I knew I was close. And again, some may say, oh, they're overcooked. You talked about not having soggy. They're not soggy. There's actually still a crunch to almost every single vegetable here, but the flavor is just unbelievable. So we're gonna go ahead, dish these in here. So goodness. When you have family over, friends, put this in the middle of the table. People may just go for this and forget about whatever else they're serving. Look at that. Oh, those look so good. So unbelievable. And of course, now we have to taste. And I want to tell you that again, you can see, look at that broccoli. That's what a roast is, right? It's not soggy. That has still got a lot of crispness to it. But the flavor from the bacon in the oven is like no other. Let me try to get into here without a fork. You can hear the crisp. So good. I'm gonna mushroom. Gotta love mushrooms. Unreal. I'm telling you, if you don't like vegetables, or if you don't think you like vegetables, it's all about how you are creating them, how you're cooking them. And here at Chef Brian's Kitchen, this is what I'm trying to teach all of you, is how to do things at home in a system, SYSTEM, saving yourself time, energy, and money, that will really elevate your kitchen confidence. What's what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Because if you can do this, which I know you can, you will not go back to anything else. And you'll start to build on this, build on this, build on this, and become this amazing cook, which is already inside of you. I'm just trying to help you bring it out. Another way I can bring it out of you is check out my blueprint. There is a link in the description box. It's a ebook blueprint, about 50 or 60 pages, but literally jam-packed with just vital, important information on how to get from point A to point B. It kind of encompasses all my videos inside of the book, but if you were to follow along the book with what we're doing here, you will accelerate your learning tremendously. So check that out, link in the description box below. I cannot wait to hear what you have to say about these roasted vegetables. Please leave me a comment. You know, the other thing is, honestly, about 90% of the people that watch the videos don't subscribe. If you want to, that's great. It's just a matter of just hitting that bell. If you don't want to, that's fine too. But what I really would like you to do is hit the like button. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you enjoyed the little secret anchovy paste, hit the like button. Tell me that you've tried it before. Tell me I want to hear what you have to say. I try to get back to every single person that writes something. I can't wait to hear from you. I can't wait to get back to you. And I can't wait to see you on the next video right here at Chef Brian's Kitchen. And until then, remember, as always, eat well and stay healthy.